Welcome back to the Greg compound. Just thought I would do a video on my modified Char Griller Pro cheap offset smoker. That's what COS stands for you newbies out there. These little smokers can be really good with a few modifications. I'm going to show you what I did to mine. First things first, that thermometer that comes with it is junk. Its only purpose in life is to plug the hole. Reading 150 degrees on that. I just rolled it out of the garage. Pretty sure that's wrong. Went and bought a couple of 2-inch barbecue thermometers, put them on at grill height. That bolt right there, I'll show you what that's for in a minute. This one right here. I went ahead and put 2 more wheels on it. So I've got the 4-wheel drive version of this grill. Now I'll show you what you got to do to the inside of this thing to really make it cook good. Can you see that dryer vent hose? That is what that bolt's for. It's just held in place with that bolt. It extends your vent down to grate level. So instead of the heat coming off the firebox here, going straight to the top of this and right out the stack, it has to build up in the chamber before it can get out. I'll take the grates out in a minute and show you my baffle plates. The other thing that matters on the side burner, it had a cheap metal grate that the charcoal was supposed to sit on in that tray, the pull-out tray. Those are awful. Get you a piece of expanded metal and let it rest right on the edges where the tray slides in and out, and you put one piece of all-thread rod all the way across. It's through bolted right here, right there. So it rests on that at the other end and stays out of the way. And now your charcoal can get good airflow, burn a lot more completely with less fuel, doesn't get ash bound, and the grate won't collapse. I used 2 pieces of scrap bolted together there. That helped a whole lot. The drawer and the air baffle works pretty well as it is. Let me get these grates off and I'll show you my baffle plates. Alright, what I've done here is I've lined the box with foil just to make cleanup easier, which I do kind of periodically. And I've put a couple of bricks in there. The bricks give you a little thermal mass and also breaks up the airflow. As the gases, the smoke and everything comes from the firebox, I've got this initial baffle. This is just a piece of sheet metal bolted to the side that I picked up for a couple bucks. Bent it to fit. And then this other baffle plate right here slides back and forth. It's just sitting in there. Nothing fancy. And I've got a brick under here, under the end of that, under the end of this. Another piece of brick there. So I can put a water pan in here right on top of the fire. That also helps control the heat and put some good humidity in there with the smoke, keep your meat from drying out. With these mods, this thing's actually a very good cooker. And I'm getting ready to throw me a set of St. Louis ribs on here right now to get this thing fired up. Alright y'all, for this cook, I'll put 2 aluminum pans with a little bit of water in the bottom. Now to get everything up to temperature in this rig, I like to put 2 chimneys of charcoal in the basket there and let it get up to temperature with a log of hickory and let that hickory burn down a little bit. So we'll go get that now. This hickory is going to burn down and give us a good smoke flavor. So while it's coming up at temperature, we'll let that happen. Alright, I've got this guy up to temperature now. A little higher than I'm going to cook, but just to show you how even it is when you get it balanced, I'm showing a little over 300 on that gauge and just a hair over 300 on this gauge. So across that whole smoker grate, I've got the same temperature. It was almost to 400. I've opened it up and made one little adjustment. And I've got my wood burned down. Just a little fire in there left. And what I'm going to do is get the meat on, choke down the airflow going in and drop the temperature in the firebox. Get this thing cruising around 250 or so for these ribs. So there we are, we're cruising right along at about 250. Well, the gauge just about the same. Ribs are on. I could probably cook 5 or 6 racks on there like that. But there you go. This isn't about the ribs, it's about the cooker. Those are the mods you need. Okay, so there you have it. There's a Char Griller Pro modified to be a great little cooker. I know there's a lot of people out there that say save your money and buy a really nice smoker. Well, you can get one of these for less than 200 bucks with all the mods. Half the stuff you can get for next to nothing, salvaging off of other grills, or just maybe sheet metal that you find laying around for the baffle plates, expanded metal, stuff like that. Very small investment to make, great cooker, you can do a lot on it. You can cook 3 butts at a time, no problem on this thing. It'll get up to temperature great. And again, not a lot to invest. So hit that thumbs up button down there. Usually I point wrong, but it's down there. And subscribe with that button right there. And hit the like button, hopefully. See you again next time.